One. Hello, my name is Bryce Tubbs. Today with me is Dr. Jennifer Bryant. She's a career elevation strategist, as well as a transformational leadership coach, as well as a global speaker, a coach, a mentor, and an author of Igniting Fires in Others. I'm super excited to be able to, share our conversation with you, and I cannot wait to see, what her life has looked like and what she has new coming out for us. So thank you so much, Dr. Jennifer.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here with you today, Bryce.
Excellent. What was life like before you got into coaching, and what was the catalyst that brings you into the field?
Well, the catalyst, like my life before I started coaching, is a story of resilience. And so my mom raised my brother and myself on her own with a fifth grade education. As a result of my dad dying from a terrible construction accident when I was 5. And so she had a high emotional intelligence and social intelligence, and she raised us the best way that she could until I was about 17, and a turn happened where she suffered from a severe case of mental illness, and she threw bullets against my door and locked door and threatened to kill me. So I had to leave home at the age of 17 and care for her from afar. And my journey has not been easy because I've experienced sexual assault, 2 domestic violence relationships, as well as just trying to stay on top of my game. And so I entered the federal government over 30 something years ago. And it all started from a subway ride, a friendly conversation on a subway ride, which proves that you need to be your authentic self. At any rate, my journey became about, hey, showing up as your best self, doing your best. Started out as a clerk typist and elevated to a associate director in my 20s, earning 6 figures. So clerk typist during the day, janitor at night, and pursued my academics on the off nights that I wasn't on my part-time job. So when I lost all of my family members, because my mom died and my brother died suddenly, 2 different separate occasions, maybe within, I believe, 4 years of one another, I was left here alone. So I felt like, oh my God, what am I to do with my life? That served as a catalyst when my 49-year-old brother passed away suddenly, that I needed to effect change and to let people know, like, in spite of your personal situations, you will make it through. You just need to get the tools and the techniques to propel your career to the next level. So it's important to work on self, and hence forth the reason why I wrote the book, Overcoming Personal Challenges to Achieve Professional Success, because it was about letting the readers know I too suffered a lot, went through a lot, ended a 18-year marriage, but I still was able to survive. And so I have 2 lovely daughters. I'm newly married. So there is life after. It's just that you have to do the homework within yourself.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I know it's a lot. I know I dropped a lot on you, Bryce.
That's interesting because usually, right, you'll have someone talk about the story, and then they'll say something that's like that I can pivot off of. But that one's like, wow, there's a lot to take in. It's like
it's a lot to take in, isn't it?
You can't just dance. You can't just dance to the next question. It's like, wow.
Like, what do I do with that?
Well, so let's say that it's kind of hard, right? Because there are a lot of people who go through different degrees of struggle. And is that really why you're able to help a pretty large amount of people, because you have so much experience with that? Or can you talk about that, who you help and what they come to you for?
Absolutely. Because I have a vast and diverse background,
Mhm.
I'm able to help many. My target audience really is those who are mid-career to help them, equip them with the tools, techniques, strategies to propel to that six-figure income or their next level. So, and what I usually work on, believe it or not, people have what it takes within themselves. The name of my company is Reaching Within, an empowerment journey, because it's about helping them to reach within themselves to understand their talents and their gifts. And a lot of times I work with people confidence level. They
Mhm.
don't think that they can do it because a lot of times they're so focused on who that next person is, like their neighbor that's next to them, and they're so focused on, oh, I can't be that person, I can't do what they're doing, I will never level up. And so I spend a lot of time with my clients focused on you are enough, and let's talk about what magic you can bring to the organization to effect change.
Mhm. So let's talk. Oh, what has like been the greatest lesson you take away from this, quarantine or these slowdown times?
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something, Bryce. You know, at first I was all over the place with the grieving, the stages of death, because I think we all were going through that. Like, are we going to accept this? Is this really going on? And so I'm the type of person that I like to look for potential and opportunities. And I definitely leverage the opportunities and I seize them. So much has happened for me while under this quarantine. I've met so many other people, professional networking. I met you, Bryce. I've been able to help clients. I've been able to use media outlet. I was just on WUSA talking about getting people back to work because of the large numbers of unemployment. And so what's super cool is that I held a career elevation panel a few weeks ago, which consisted of industry experts in the HR department to help folks. It was free, 2 hours, help them with resume, help them with interview tips, and as well as career transitions. So I got another one that's coming up on June the 27th for across generation, a career elevation across generations. Got to help the millennials, X, Y, and Z. We're going to all be in the pot together talking about how can we get to our next.
Nice. Where can they go to learn more about that?
Eventbrite. Eventbrite, they can hop on Eventbrite and look for the virtual career elevation workshop.
Okay. Excellent. I think before we're talking, you had a picture of a book or some kind of thing that you had written, correct? Can you tell us a
Yes.
little bit more about the book that you authored, and tell us a little bit more about what's that is about?
So this is overcoming personal challenges to achieve professional success. I talked about it a little bit earlier, where I go through the traumatic events that I experienced early on in life and how what things I put in place, what tools I put in place. The mentors I went out to seek because I did not have that family unit in place and the importance and value of that. And there's a 30-day journal,
Hmm.
and it's not one of those things where you have to do day one, day two, a sequential order, a chronological order. It's whatever hits you at that point in time. What's key is I started off the book with a chapter. My very first chapter is trust the process. So before you can get into doing that healing for yourself, you got to have the faith to trust the process. And I also leave the readers with an opportunity to answer coaching prompts. I provide coaching prompts in there so they won't have to think about what they have to journal. After they read my story and they reach within themselves and think about what hurts and traumas they need to get over, I then provide them with powerful questions to help them elevate.
And where can they go to check that out?
Oh, definitely. You could go on my website, which is reachingwithinempowerment.com. It's also on Amazon.com. It's on BarnesandNoble.com. It's on Walmart. It's on several outlets that are out there.
Excellent. And you know, what is the vision either for your life or as far into the future as you'd like to look?
So the vision for my life is focused on how can I help people? That's always been my thing. How can I help and serve people so they can show up as their best selves personally and professionally? The other vision that I have referenced early on in this interview that I have two lovely daughters. And my hope is to leave a legacy for them to know no matter what obstacles they face, they can still make it. They can still show up in the boardroom because they believed in their mom and they knew that their mom laid the groundwork and foundation of being the first ever director in the world of, well, let me clarify that, first Black director in the midst of her colleagues. So that gives them hope that they can do whatever they want to do.
Nice. You know, what does the word success mean to you?
Success means to me is it's relative, right? I want to make sure I say that because success can mean different things to different people. For me personally, success is about being healthy. Success is about my family being healthy. So success is making sure that my pillars are there. And what I mean by that is my family, first of all, God, my faith, family, and then my work, and just making sure that I'm leaving generational wealth and that I'm making an impact in this world.
You know, do you have anything new coming out? So I know that right now it might be the U.S. is reopening. Do you have any conferences, spots opening up for coaching, courses coming out?
So yeah, so it's like yes to everything. You saw me nod my head. So I have a 15-minute discovery call. You know, if people want to check in with me, that's free. They can go to my website, reachingwithinempowerment.com, to book that. They can also reach out to me at 443-584-6028. They could do that as well. I talked about the career elevation webinar that's on Eventbrite. They can also register and enroll in that. That's a free 2-hour seminar on June the 27th. I also have a goal setting course that's out there. It's online, it's self-paced, it's $49. But what you also get with that is my free download of my book, which is entitled Ignite Your Fire to Propel Your Professional Development. So you will get a lot out of it because I will walk you through how to set goals, the method of setting goals, and how you can have sustainment.
Nice.
So yes, they could find that on my website as well.
Excellent. So, you know, thank you for your time today. I really appreciate, you know, learning from you and hearing what your story was about.
Thank you, Bryce, for having me.
Excellent. You know, and for those watching, we thoroughly hope that you got some great value out of this. Now, if you have been searching for a place where people are, you know, improving themselves and helping others do the same, I recommend you go check out our free community. We're going to have some links either above or below the video for you to go and check it out. It's basically a mastermind where people come together and uplift and support each other every single day. So if that is what you have been searching for, go ahead and join us inside that community, and I would love to invite you in there. Now, hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as we enjoyed creating this. Feel free to hit that share button so other people can get some great value as well. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. We're done recording in 3 and 2 and 1 and 1.